Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday, or just another Monday. Depends on your attitude today. We've got Lofty with us, two amazing people. Megan, Bailey, where do you want to start with this?
Megan, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Megan. I'm a product operations specialist here at Lofty. I've been with Lofty for 5 years as of yesterday. So work anniversary.
Wow. Yeah. I like that. What about you, Bailey?
I have been with Lofty for 4 years. I am our product enablement engineer, and we are so excited to share with you some of our newest features that we have with Homeowner Agent today.
Nice. I was reading about what we're going to talk about, the most exciting pieces. How do I know who to reach out to, and why should I reach out to them? So I'm loving this. Here's what we got. Stop guessing, start listing. How to put your seller pipeline on autopilot. My favorite words: autopilot and listing. Autopilot listing. I like that. Listings on autopilot.
Right. We want to make it easy. We have so many people who have these massive databases, and as markets are shifting, we're finding that buyers and sellers both are becoming more sophisticated, right? They have so many tools to self-educate. And so when we are reaching out, we want to make sure that we're delivering really high value content that helps us stand apart for the people in our database. And we also maybe want to spend a little bit less on driving new ads and finding new people that haven't already built trust with us. And we want to be able to kind of work with the people who are already familiar with us and potentially uncover some opportunities in our database that already exist. So that's what our homeowner agent is all about, is really delivering that high value content to those leads already in your database. I saw the hand rise. Do we have a question?
I've got a question. Did we ever figure out the name for the little AI robot?
No, we did not. We never finalized anything. Do we want to run that in the chat again?
I'd like to ask again. Well, let's ask Megan first. Megan, have you thought about a name for the little robot?
No, he's so cute though. He definitely needs a little name.
Yeah. All right.
Says we may be doing something like that soon. I'm going to say this. My favorite from the last one we did was Loftimus Prime. So I'd like to see in the chat if people can beat Loftimus Prime as a name for this little robot.
Love, that's what was funny. You're so right. Yeah, give us the name, everybody. Throw them in there as we keep going. RoboCop.
I'm seeing RoboCop. That's a fun one. Okay, so coming back to focus on our homeowner agent, a lot of the time when we're looking at these relationships, it's not an issue of having the right leads in our database. It's really a matter of timing and presence. So wanting to stay top of mind to these leads and giving them that high value resources. So instead of having more of a generic market update email where we're sending all of the properties that have listed in a specific area, what Homeowner Agent does is it's able to have that lead's actual property, and it will give them updates on their equity and the other homes that are selling in that area. So it's really hyper specific to that lead. So at a very high level, how this works is Homeowner Agent will enrich the contacts in your database that you have enrolled. Megan will show us later in the product demo how we can choose which leads should fall under the Homeowner Agent ecosystem. And then it's sending out those personalized reports. So we've got the home valuation, equity data, neighborhood activity, and this is all going out on your behalf. So as soon as that lead is registered and enrolled in the program, we can trust that this is already firing. While the lead is receiving information on their end, you as the agent are also getting the updated property valuation notes, and you're getting all the activity that the lead is having. So any clicks that they have made on the email content that's going out, and also our data is enriching them with who they are. Is this an absentee owner? Does this person have flags that mean that they are likely to sell? We really want to make sure that you understand the intent of your homeowner, so you are able to reach out in the right time with the right conversation just in your pocket without having to figure that out on your own.
I like that. I'm on the quick question because we've run this before in the past, obviously not through Lofty because it's new. On the personalized reports, where each homeowner receives their own report with their home valuation, is that running through a program that already currently exists with Lofty from the past, or is it a brand new process, a brand new CMA process?
This is a brand new process. We have new partners that we're using to source this high quality data and enrich the leads profile.
Oh, that's cool. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
In the chat, seeing Low is kind of cute for robot names. Loftina.
Loftina. Somebody said Wally, which made me think, well, Loft E. We could do Loft E, which was kind of cute. I was like, oh.
That is fun. All righty. We were seeing some comments about how the home evaluation is in beta. This is something that is leaving beta, but even with that, we've had some really great responses from the people who are currently using it. So we sat down with one of our customers. Oh, I'm just noticing my typo. Sorry about that. We're seeing a 45% email open rate, and this is with a live customer in their database.
Damn.
Yeah, that was really exciting for them and something that they had commented on as a standout. And I think what that shows is the difference between that targeted high quality outreach versus something that is more of a generic, here's a market update, no name, no specific property address included. We were really excited by this feedback from this interviewee. They said that this was a no-brainer, and the first Lofty feature that they turned on, even in beta, they could see the value of this, and they've been seeing great results with their leads receiving that tailored outreach and being able to receive those intent flags. So this is just one use case that we've seen, but we have lots and lots of customers who've been loving it, and we're really excited to take this and take it to the next level. So I know that my slides are beautiful and fantastic. Thank you, Lofty marketing team. But I'm super excited to hand this over to Megan, who's actually able to show you the in-product demo for Homeowner Agent. Megan,
Perfect.
will you take us away?
Sure.
Let's go. Let me remove this one, and you tell me when you're ready to go, and I'll showcase that, Megan. And for those of you that are looking to see where this is located, when you're on your Lofty section at the very top, you're going to have AI co-pilots. You just click that button, and you're going to have a choice of all of these different things. One of them is Homeowner Agent. You can see it says beta on the top right-hand corner of it, just in case you're wondering where that's at. Oh, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, and if you click here to request beta access, it'll walk you through setting it up, selecting your quota. That's how many properties you want to be monitoring, and it'll walk you through setting it up a little bit. I am in a demo account, so here it says request beta access, but we do actually already have it running up here. So if you do have it, if you go to automation and then select Homeowner Agent, I'll walk you through a little bit about what this looks like, and then we can get to some questions. So here we have our performance. So the quota goes by the number of properties. So here I have 200 total. I have 9 running. And this means that you could have one lead with multiple properties, and it could monitor all of those properties. So if one lead has 3 different properties that you're looking at, that would be a quota of 3, all looking at the same lead. So if you do have investor leads that may have a bunch of properties, you can use this to monitor each of their properties individually.
Interesting. I like that approach.
Yeah, and it's looking at the properties of how the AI is monitoring it, basically. So we have our total, and if it's warming up, if it's ready to hand off, like this is going to be more of a, they're ready to sell now, so they're ready for you to talk to them. And then the long-term nurturing, which might be one that is maybe a little longer off, but you're still keeping your eye on them. And it breaks down, Obviously, this is a lot more impressive with a higher number of quota, but like I said, I'm working with a demo account, so demo information here. And then you can see your engagement. So this is going to be the emails that are being sent and your delivery rates, open rates. Again, this is a demo account.
Got it. Question on this one. So when we turn this on for our homeowners, how many homeowners do we get to turn this on for the pricing?
Yes. So the minimum quota is 500 properties. That's $25. It's 5 cents a property.
Oh, okay.
The lowest end is $25 for 500 properties. And then you can increase that in increments of 10.
So if we want to start just with our past clients and then move up to our core sphere, for most agents, this would cover everything. Got it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. And then, so this homeowners tab, this is where you can see the actual homeowners that it's running with their property addresses. So if we look at this one here, and then over in automations, this is where we have our homeowner agent report. So we can see the reports that are running, and there can be multiple reports if they have multiple properties. And this shows you an example of the emails that are being sent to them. And then we can also view the home report so you can see what the lead is actually seeing.
Oh, perfect.
On your website. So you would need a Lofty website for this to really work properly. But you can see their address, the estimated value. And, you know, these are estimated values. You can correct it if you need to. I know they're not always right. I know sometimes those sites that they're predicting the price of a home, it's not always right, especially if something has changed significantly with the home or if the market has changed significantly. These can vary, but you can edit this for them. And then it's also looking at like the current mortgage, how much principal they may have, how much equity, and you know, the higher equity they have in their home, the better it is, you know, a better opportunity for them to sell. So it's
a couple of things on that one. Some of our best conversations from emails that have gone out about home value have been when the value is off, because they email you back and they're like, that's not the price of my home, right? How did you guys come up with this? And those are some of the best conversations we've had. Number two, there's a question about this. How do we edit this if we need to edit? What happens when we click that edit button?
Yep, it just lets you adjust this.
Oh,
so
that's easy.
Pretty simple slider. And then you can also edit some of the home things. So maybe they did a renovation and they added a bedroom, you know, maybe they added a half bath. You can go through and you can edit some updates. And this is the kind of thing that can add, you know, value to their home.
Got it. And besides this being built into Lofty and tracking it and doing the part of the automation, how does this differ from HomeBot? That's a question that people are asking. Do we know?
Bailey?
Because I can answer it if either of you don't want to, because I work with you guys, so I can tell them.
Yeah.
Sure. You want to take us down?
Right. Here's how it mainly works, Melissa. This is one system that has all of your database. And the magic to this is the automation where the AI comes in and starts communicating back and forth. That's what sets it apart. Because when we get something from HomeBot, which we have, I have to step in and then start that conversation. There's no AI telling me, Tristan, I'm having a conversation with this person back and forth. You may want to step in, right? It looks pretty good. And that alone, because it's all in one place, differentiates it. Anything you want to add, guys, or we go to the next one? Nope. Good.
That was
all
beautiful.
right.
Thank you.
Awesome. Keep going.
Yeah, so this is just an overview of what the lead sees when they click that button through the email. Really just giving them information on, is it a good time to sell their house? Is it a good time to refinance? And it has, of course, you know, get my offer, contact your agent, all kinds of call to actions on here. And if they click any of these buttons, you're going to know about it. Everything that they click in here is going to be tracked on their lead detail page, which is another great thing about, using the tools that are built in with your Lofty account. Is everything is tracked back on that lead detail page, so you can see everything that they're doing within the Lofty ecosystem.
I think we just, and I'm not sure because it was just last weekend, but I think how we just opened Y Realty. We had part of the AI package, but I think last week when we talked to the team, we added this. I was trying to find it as you guys were talking. We added this and we added the SEO agent, I think it was, because we had the sales agent, or I think we had the social agent, but we just added this and we added the SEO agent to the package for the whole brokerage. So that means everyone at the brokerage is going to get this, obviously a limited amount, like you said, the quota. But I'm telling you that because there was a couple of questions on teams and brokerages. If you're looking to add this for your team, just reach out. We'll put up a little QR code. And I know there's somebody in the chat there, but you can reach out to us and we'll go over that with you as well. Or if you want to add it to your independent brokerage as well.
So as far as, and then even here on this report, we have our % open rate. So you can see quickly, if you're talking to this lead, you have an idea of how many of these emails they've actually opened. If we go back to our homeowner agent settings over here, this is how you can enroll. So you can manually enroll any of your leads. So if you click that button, it'll take you over to your people page. It will automatically filter for seller and homeowner leads. This is what it's looking for. You can take these off if you want to, but there are a few criteria that are required for the homeowner agent. It's looking for a seller or a homeowner lead. The lead needs to have a property address. And sometimes, depending on the property address, it can't find the estimated value. So if it can't find that, the homeowner agent isn't going to work. So there are some criteria for this.
Okay.
But you can set to manually select leads from your database if you already know, or you can turn on auto apply and set some criteria. So it'll have, fields. So like primary agent, if there's a specific tag, a source, a segment, a pipeline, however you organize your leads so that you know that they would be a good candidate for this. If they're matching these conditions and they also are a seller or homeowner and they meet that criteria of having an appropriate property, then they get automatically enrolled as well. So you don't have to set this up manually for all of your leads.
Megan, how we're doing this for everybody, because remember, we just signed up last week. How we're doing this for everybody is we're going to have everyone just run it for their past clients, because their past clients all have an address.
Yeah.
So that's how everybody's going to turn it on, and we're just going to roll with it and turn on the automations and help in that process. But I would suggest anybody that's looking to do this, that would be the easiest thing you can do. And if you have a sphere and you've enriched your sphere with the addresses for those that own a home, condo, townhome, house, whatever, then that's where I would start if you don't have a large amount of past clients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else you all want to see?
Yeah, I'd like to see if I need to add one person manually. What are the steps to adding the one person manually if I'm not going to mass add through a tag?
Yeah, so you can either go through here and select and just find who you wanted to add. You can select them and add them. You can also go into their profile. And if we come into automations, you can add them here as well.
Can I also, and I don't know the answer to this, Megan, but can I also have people join this through like a landing page? Or would I have to create a landing page? And is there a link that I can use to create this? Like, I'm thinking Instagram profile, right? Profile link. And I'm talking about property values. And I could just lead people over there. They could sign up, and then all of a sudden they go in here.
You know what I would recommend, because that's a really good suggestion, and there's not a direct link. But what I would do is set up a home valuation landing page, which is a template that we have, and then add a tag to that landing page.
Oh, that's it. Boom.
And so then in your settings, you would set auto enroll to that tag. And so anyone that went through that landing page and registered with that tag, and then also since it's a home valuation landing page, you have their address. So you know that you have the right information.
Oh, that's perfect. Then it automatically happens as I'm building the landing page. Got it. I like that.
Yeah.
Good workaround.
So here it's saying I need a valid email. So I'm just going to mark this one as valid. And then you have to have an address to add them. So this is coming from their properties tab here.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of these addresses aren't real because it's a demo account. So if it can't find the valuation, it'll look like this. Otherwise, it'll just, let you hit save, and it'll let you either send the first email immediately, or you can uncheck this and it'll just set it up without sending the email.
Got it. Deborah, yes. What's up, Deborah? Nice to see you. There are a lot of beginner videos for Lofty, and over on Megan's screen, on the top, well, on the right, actually now, you're going to be able to find a place where there's a lot of videos on the sidebar there. Just click on that little question mark and videos and tutorials will pop up. That's where we send all of our newer agents, besides having the weekly sessions that we do. And if you're part of the Lofty community, we do Lofty updates weekly for 10 minutes off of everything new that pops up. So we guide you every Tuesday for 10 minutes, and we just go through it really quick. Just jump into the community for Facebook. We do that weekly. That's on top of everything else we do, which is a lot. Anything you want to add to that, Bailey or Megan?
No. I mean, I know our onboarding team are doing webinars and trainings all the time.
Yeah, if you go to lofty.com/training, that'll bring up all of our live training sessions. They're hosted all throughout every single day with different topics. And that way you can kind of pick and choose what's most relevant to you. Like if you want to do some website training or smart plans, that's all available for you. Thank you, Lofty Marketing team, for dropping that in the chat.
Good job. Stephen asked a great question that goes in line with mine, Megan, because we could do the postcards with the QR code to the landing page. And if we've set up, Stephen, if we've set up the automation for the tag to turn on or to be added instantly, then the process is smooth. So yeah, totally, it could work.
Yeah, and in line with that also, we have this other campaigns section in the homeowner agent section, I guess the campaigns tab. And this has other campaigns that you can set up. So some of these are text campaigns. There's Facebook, like ads that you can set up here, postcard campaigns. And these are all optional. None of these are applied by default, but they are set up for you. So you have these sellers' addresses. They're already set up on the homeowner agent. You could also set up a postcard campaign to send out to them as well. And these are all here if you wanted to apply any of these.
Perfect. And then I put up a link, guys, to join the Facebook community. You can ask questions there. I'm in there. A few of our hardcore users are on there. There's some moderators. Anytime you get lost and you have a question, we do a pretty good job answering them. What we don't do is answer complaints as much, because there's a little section on the sidebar where you can just go in and have your questions answered there. But other than that, we do a very good job answering general questions and even specific ones as well. And if you scan the QR code, if you're not part of Lofty, or you want to ask more questions, maybe you have a different version and you want to add a team or expand, you could definitely go there as well. All right, Megan, Bailey, anything you want to add here in closing?
I'd love, before we close it out, just to go back on the Homeowner Agent Overview tab. I really want to drive home the types of insights that you as an agent get when you take advantage of this tool. So we already can see up at the top the leads that are being monitored. But what that means for you is you can actually see when people are opening your emails. Megan, if you scroll down a little bit, viewing their home report, returning to your website, requesting CMA. Like, there's so many actions in here. Will you scroll down a little bit more? Yeah. And so if I log in at the beginning of my day and I see who's returning to my website or who's requesting CMA reports, there's even a way for our leads to schedule a showing or an appointment, sorry. This is so much good information that we want to be able to take advantage of. And so that's a really great place for you to check out and just stay in the loop. And then in the homeowners tab, you can actually filter by the intent of the homeowner. So we can see if these are likely sellers. We can see if they are new and maybe need a little bit more attention, if they're foreclosure or pre-foreclosure. So it's a great way to just, first of all, look at the actions on the overview tab or filter your homeowners by their intent on this homeowners tab.
I have a question on that, Bailey.
Sure.
If I were going to go to the right-hand bar and just click on the AI, a magic button, can I ask it to pull up the highest intent homeowners? And would it pull them up or no?
Let's try it. I don't know.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, that's where I would go every single day. If I'm using this, this is where I would be like, give it to me. That's who I'm calling every morning first.
Yeah, we can see what it says. And again, everything we show is a demo account. So, you know, your information will be different. You'll probably have better information than we do. But yeah, here it has some of our homeowners with the highest intent. So
that's cool. You can view more too, because it looks like
yep. So now it looks like it's gonna put them over here.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because I saw a couple of those on the other list. Oh, that's neat. So it does work. That's awesome. And look, if you ever get lost, just ask the magic button.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is something that all Lofty users should have unlimited inquiries. I get what? Search, conversations, chats.
Wait, Megan, what if I
limit on that?
What if I ask, who should I call? Just type in, who should I call today? Is it sassy? Will it be like, you should know?
It should be looking at these only because it is registering that it's looking at this leads page. So it is prioritizing these ones. But it is saying, here's who you should call and some information about them.
That's awesome. I'm going to have my whole database open. I'll be like, who should I call?
Yeah. Yeah, because with your whole database, and I think if we clear out some of these filters.
It would probably go for highest intent on the lead source, I would imagine, or maybe use some other ones. Interesting. That's interesting. Because then this would change how I approach some of my calls on the back end. Huh.
Yeah, it takes into account what you're doing. So if you were filtering maybe for leads who visited my website this week and you just wanted the AI to tell you who you should call from that list, that's how the filter worked that Megan was just showing. And then when we go pull out to our whole database, then it's able to see, okay, maybe we want everybody.
Yeah.
Like and just a note on the Lofty AI assistant, as with any other AI chat that you're using, the better prompts you give it, the better results you'll get. So saying, who should I call today is pretty vague. I would recommend saying something like, I'm trying to accomplish X, Y, Z. Who should I call to accomplish that? And it has more information into what you're actually looking for.
Perfect. I love this.
Hey, I'm hosting an open house today. Who should I call that would be more likely to show up to my open house? Something like that. And it can have that information. Who's a buyer looking in this area?
Dude, I got a new listing. Here it is. Who should I reach out? Who should I send this to? I'm digging it. All right. Thank you so much, Megan, Bailey. I appreciate all the great information. Everyone else, thanks for joining in. If you have questions about Lofty, you know how to reach us. Please join the Facebook community. We're on there daily and we answer questions and we can help guide you there as well. Have an awesome day, everybody. And we'll continue to figure out what's a good name for the little AI robot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.